The best for
A little blanket on his lap, rocking back and forth with a glass of sun tea. I mean, that sounds nice. Just stay away from our politics. Right. Let us take over and fix things. And we're going to say, go sit on your porch and do whatever you do away from us.
Exactly. No, the reason I want Trump to win is because even though he is imperfect,
I disagree.
I think he's going to be better for this country. And that includes for people living in this country whose political views I disagree with. I don't
care.
Want them to get hurt. Like, my desire isn't for them to be hurt. I think that when Donald Trump gets reelected.
What is this weird, like, virtue signaling shit? Like, listen, me, I just want the best for everyone. I just love everybody. It's like, bro, what's with all the weird virtue signaling? I don't think, no one's accusing you of anything. No one's accusing you of saying that you want to line up Democrats and shoot them. No one's accusing you of that. This weird virtue signaling shit is just, it's performative and weird. And you guys look soy doing it.
There's certainly certain people he needs to stop from doing the things that they're doing. For example, he needs to make sure that criminals are thrown in jail.
Wow, that's not what the president does.
Needs to make sure that the people in the deep state who have been overstepping their authority and trying to usurp democracy are punished for that.
People who are trying to usurp democracy. The irony is amazing. This is why I don't respect these fucking people. They will say whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters to them. Like their world is a video game. They make it up as they go. It doesn't matter.
But I don't want my enemies to be subject to violence.
Don't care.
Because of their political views.
Well, we've been saying
don't care
for a long time, the interest in violence, the violent political rhetoric has been one-sided. It's really been coming from progressives in obviously progressives in the media and in other institutions, and this includes academia. And so in this case, I am not totally surprised.
One, that's not true. That's just simply not true. You don't get to say that immigrants have criminality in their genes. You don't get to say that. Sorry, you don't get to paint an entire group of people as people that will potentially harm you. You don't get to say that immigrants are just fucking are a threat. What was this?
Under Kamala Harris, over 13,000 illegals convicted of murder are living in American communities.
Which means they are here.
While an additional 15,000 convicted of sexual assault and rape are also living amongst you.
Tonight, a migrant has been charged with raping a 15-year-old disabled girl.
How will your family survive another 4 years if you may not be able to survive the night?
Excuse me? Someone said that this was linked and said that they saw this while watching the Weather Channel. Bro.
We've been saying for a long time, the interest in violence, the violent political rhetoric has been one-sided. It's
no, it's not. Fuck you.
Really been coming from progressives.
Don't respect you at all.
In obviously progressives in the media and in other institutions, and this includes academia. And so in this case, I am not totally surprised.
Yeah, maybe you should have went to some academia. Maybe you should get some education, please, for the love of God.
Surprised by this, but at the same time, you cannot say that you guys are the party of peace and have this be sort of a casual conversation that's had. I think this is the lie that the left wants to sell, that you need to live in fear of your neighbors who may or may not have a Trump sign. You
need to live in fear of your neighbors. I'm sorry? Excuse me?
In their yard. At the same time, they're like, you don't deserve.
I don't fear these retards. I don't fear them.
Who may or may not have a Trump sign.
They're still a threat to democracy.
In their yard. At the same time, they're like, you don't deserve life.
That's
if
right.
You won't vote for the
bullies.
Female president.
They're bullies? Bro, are you selling pancakes? What is this?
Call Donald Trump a bully. They call us bullies on the right. Well, people who are voting for Trump bullies. They are the real bullies. If you do not agree with them politically, socially, I mean, they will literally vilify you, crucify you every single, like, these people are, they are nuts. Like when Tim posted, when Tim posted on his X page, Terrence is coming on the show today. I mean, Tim, man, they called you some names, brother. I said, well, damn.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, oh goodness. I've never heard that before. All because Tim doesn't agree with me politically, so he...
Every time Trump is making fun of someone or talk shit about someone, you guys say it's based. Whenever anyone talks shit about you, you literally start crying about it and whining forever. You guys are babies. Pathetic.
He's this and he's that. You know, I mean, talking about violence. Oh, I slap him and oh, I knock him and stop that. I mean, these people are violent and absolutely lunatics. All because you do not agree with them.
Amen to that.
It is insane, but they are not the
Amen.
party of love and tolerance.
Not even close. I mean, they have two rhetorical moods, right? They have two ways that they express themselves. They'll say, you know, we hate conservatives. They'll say things like this, where they actually call for violence against conservatives. They'll say it's okay for our political movement to burn down cities. They'll say we wish violence on you and your family. And then their other rhetorical mood is, what do you want a gun for, you lunatic? Like, it's America in 2024. Why do you feel a need to protect your family? What, are you crazy?
But then when Kamala said,
It's 2024. We own guns now. Okay. We saw J20 and we're like, you know what? Or sorry, J6. We saw J6 and we're like, you know what?
well, of course I had a gun. I was a prosecutor for many years. So like, see, that makes sense. Of course she gets a gun. It's very weird. I think that one of the interesting consequences of this election will be a certain level of political fatigue. I think this is essentially the fourth you can't elect Trump because he will ruin the world campaign that the DNC has launched, right? It was Clinton, two different Biden ones, and now Kamala Harris. And I think Americans are tired of hearing Orange Man bad. They don't really believe it. I was listening to this leftist news analyst today who was saying, you know, Jack Smith is doing all this stuff with January 6th, but really he should have brought this case a long time ago. You know, January 6th is not an issue that's swaying anyone's opinion during this election cycle, during October before the election, because everyone's tired of it. It's been massive.
Not the low IQ one. What? Because everyone's tired of it? Oh, so you know that this is about entertainment.
Hysteria from essentially DNC, but definitely the Biden-Harris administration for at least for the past 4 years. The news media was crazy during Trump's turn. I mean, there's only a certain amount of inch that people have, and so